we have to know how CPP come to be.
Yeah.
You see, you have to know all these things. And so we have to go step by step for the children to follow the truth.
That's correct.
So United Gold Coast Convention was one we follow until the time when Aquaji arrived.
From the United States?
From the United
From the
Kingdom.
UK? Good.
When he finished his law, he came to London because the colonial government don't recognize American degree
At the time?
at that time.
Yes.
So if you made a law at the United States,
You need to...
you come to Temple Inn. And then from Temple Inn, the British government can allow you to practice. In their colonies.
Okay.
You see? So when Akwaje finished, where he met Nkrumah first at the United States, he came to London. And there, Ashinekwe was then Secretary General, Cocoa Farmers Union, colony. At that time, cocoa hasn't reached Ashanti. No cocoa there. So CCC, Chief Colony, Commissioner of Colony. So Cocoa Farmers Union, colony. Ashinekwe was the General Secretary.
In Ghana?
In Ghana, he Gold Coast.
Okay.
And he lives at Sohum.
Suhum.
So he went to London to study law, to come and protect the cocoa farmers.
Unions, yes.
And there, the West African people, Mbadiwe and others, who are studying in England, formed Pan-African Congress. And they made Achinekwe chairman of it. So that diverted his mind from studying law into politics. So when Akwaje arrived in London, Achinekwe and others invite Akwaje to be the same secretary for the Pan-African Congress with the Nigerians, Sierra Leoneans, and etc. And Akwaje said, well, he is going to is preparing to go back to
Ghana.
Gold Coast.
Gold Coast, yes.
So he had a friend who has no professional degree, so he can be a general secretary, and he's suffering in United States. So his
friend is suffering.
Nkrumah used to pump toilet before he got his daily bread.
He used to do what?
Pump, old toilet.
Yes.
They used to pump like this.
Yeah.
He used to do. And
after he completed his studies in the U.S.
Nkrumah never studied anything. Socialists put all these things to Nkrumah. What he studied? When they call him Dr. Nkrumah, he appeared before Washington Commission. Go and study the Washington Commission. They say, really, are you a doctor? He said, no. He's trying to write his thesis for theology, and then he never finished before he was called to this. So he's not a doctor. Go and study the Washington Commission.
Kwame Nkrumah did not study in the university in the U.S.
Look, there are crooks universities in the world.
Okay.
Some people buy. Some people do a lot of crook things and put it aside. Now Akwaje recommend him. So he was invited by this group to...
Let me just take you a step back. Now, what about Kwame Nkrumah, who is a hustler in the U.S., would make such an enlightened Akwaje invite him to become, to hold such a sensitive position?
Akwaje was Nkrumah master. Because Nkrumah has no family to send him money.
Okay.
In United States for any study. But Akwaje used to receive money.
Money from Ghana.
From Gold Coast.
Gold Coast.
So Nkrumah rather follow Akwaje.
Okay.
You see? So when Akwaje came to London, he introduced Nkrumah to the people.
So is it fair to say that it's Akwaje who invited Nkrumah to England?
To England, certainly. Certainly. There are a lot of evidence, but the socialist boys always cover the truth and tell lies to the people. The truth is there. Take, for instance, that Attoh was poisoned from London, revealed in the United States, influence from Gold Coast boss. The paper read all these things in those days. People cover all these things. Let's put it aside. So when Nkrumah came to London, Akwaje left that post. Instead of taking the secretaryship, he left that one, then studied his law. And when he finished, he came to Ghana, Gold Coast. And he met the United Gold Coast Convention people, Pa Grant, Dr. J.B. Dankwa, Beche Belante, Awuna Williams, Blay, and others. And then, in fact...
But these were predominantly Ghans who had Ghan elites. Is that...
Oh yes, nothing went on in those days without the Ghans participating in it. Oh yes, we play a major part of it. Anything they did in this country to help gaining independence. Ghans were the top print on it. But when they reach a place where they can enjoy themselves, Nkrumah became a tribalistic leader. You can read this thing, not written by Attoh Quarshie, but by...
This is written by R.A. Hammond.
Yes.
Who is R.A. Hammond?
You read it, it will tell you who.
No, I have read it. I have seen this
These are
document.
The CPP own people.
Okay, so this is a document that's...
Which accusing Nkrumah as a tribalistic...
of isolating Ghans.
Yes.
And trying to create a community that deprived Ghana of their part in the national cake.
Look, all people who help Nkrumah in this country are Ghans. When Nkrumah came, he, Francis Weir, Liberia's son, no one knows him. Branson Latte helped him. He went to prison with him. When Nkrumah get power, he put Branson Latte back into prison. Ashinekwe helped Nkrumah. When Nkrumah get power, Ashinekwe also went prison with Nkrumah. When Nkrumah get power, he put Ashinekwe back into prison. Jengrejewu House was formed CYO, Community Youth Organization. Then
what's the name again?
CYO.
No, the person you mentioned before this.
Jengrejewu, Norte Simpson at Christiansburg. You see, his house, they formed CYO.
Yeah.
And when they went to Sopon, they turned it into CPP.
Good.
Then Nyamite became the general secretary
of the CPP.
I
am told that the announcement of the formation of the CPP happened at a UGCC convention.
The point is this. Nkrumah was his UGCC.
Of course.
Jengrejewu, as I said, was his UGCC. Before Nkrumah arrived in the country, the UGCC had put its structures in every corner in the country already.
Okay.
Before Nkrumah came, Nkrumah knew nothing about it. The positive action he made, he used the word positive action, while Pa Grant has mentioned the positive action already, while Nkrumah was not in the country. Why you people put everything, Kwame Nkrumah? Everything was done before Nkrumah arrived in the country.
No, aho ni leba ye.
Aho neba ye. You see? And they prevent people to listen to the people who speak the truth. So, as the communists always do, when you help a communist and he gain power, he would like to eliminate you because they don't want people who knows his background to live. He want the youth who knew nothing about him to be king over them. You see? So, what reward he gave to them? Now, Akwaje has come back to
Ghana.
Gogos.
I keep talking about Ghana. So which year, your estimation, which year would this be when Akwaje came back to Gold Coast?
Akwaje came 47. You see?
So this was before the formation of the UGCC.
They formed the UGCC before Akwaje came. But within the 47.
Okay.
You see? And when he came to, then de Graaf Johnson was the General Secretary of United Gold Coast Convention, not Kwame Nkrumah.
That's Dr. de Graaf Johnson.
Yes. You see?
But he will be a Fanti, is that correct?
Oh, yeah, the Fanti. Actually, the beginning of things here, the Fantis play a major part. You see? That's why I say.
So, can I jump a little? I'll come back to this. But
yes.
So this de Graaf Johnson, the Vice President de Graaf Johnson, is he connected to this de Graaf Johnson?
Oh yes, he's cousin.
Oh, that's a cousin, not
yes.
not
de Graaf Johnson's,
not the son, or
yes, de Graaf Johnson's, the short one and the tall one.
Okay, of course, the Vice President wasn't short, as my memory serves me right.
Vice President rather was short, tall.
Tall, that's what I'm saying.
Yes, the short one was the rear de Graaf Johnson's.
Okay.
Cape Coast.
Cape Coast, yes.
Yes.
Okay. So at this point, we are back to the formation, and we want to go. We want to now move to how Nkrumah became CPP and the leader of government business and all these things leading up to the independence.
Actually, my leader, as I said, was Dr. J.B. Dankwa, Obeke Bilamte, Paulo Fulata, and others, and Edward Akufo-Addo.
Which will be the father
of the present president.
Okay.
Who is not following the father footsteps.
That we'll talk about when we get to our next step.
Yes. You see, so as I said,
yes. So Nkrumah is now leading that.
When Akwaje arrived, and they offer him to take over the general secretaryship from de Graaf Johnson, because it was the aims of the UGCC leaders that they don't want foreign investor to bribe or contribute anything, so that when they gain power, he can say, I need this contract, I need this contract. The professional among them must work and then contribute to the maintenance of the party. So that's why de Graaf Johnson, as a professional doctor, said he's going to work, and then they must find somewhere. Any serving boy can be a general secretary, the same as secondary school. So they are going to work. The same thing Akwaje also give the same excuse, because in those days, when the police head see any lawyer is saluting, pam. Yes. So Akwaje too, as a second lawyer of Labadi, want to put on a gun.
So Akwaje was from La, not Osu.
Oh no, Labadi.
Okay.
It's a Labadi. So he also want to put on a gun as Amolenu. You see, he is the second to Amolenu.
Because Amolenu, tell me, was he from La or Teshi?
He's the one here, standing there.
Okay, in the picture.
And Nana Akufo-Addo, mother was the one in the cap.
Oh, this one to the right.
Yes, to the right there. Nana Akufo-Addo mother.
Okay.
And others. And Akufo-Addo father. I'm still standing with.
Okay.
Myself and Akufo-Addo father.
All right.
And General Citi Bruce.
Citi Bruce.
Yes.
Okay. All guns.
All guns. You see?
Wow.
So, in fact, as I said, don't let me deviate from the main thing.
Yeah, I know.
So,
I mean, no, you're telling us your story, anything that excites you. So, let's hear it.
Akwaje declined to take the General
Secretary position.
And then so he introduced Nkrumah also in London. After Akwaje left, Nkrumah started suffering. And because he wanted allowance, he joined the communists. You see, his number is 6666.
What number?
Nkrumah communist card number.
In the United Kingdom?
United Kingdom.
So,
go and search for Watson Commission.
The Watson Commission?
Yes. When Nkrumah was, Big Six were arrested, they discovered this number from Sopon.
Okay.
You see, so Akwaje said he can do the work as one who likes politics. So he introduced Nkrumah in his absence to Dr. J.B. Danko and others. So that's why Nkrumah sent the cable, in which you can see in the inauguration of
the
UGCC for Dr. Dankwa to send him money to come to Ghana, Gold Coast.
Okay, let me get it well. So at this time when the UGCC was formed, was Nkrumah in Ghana?
No.
Was Dr. Dankwa in Ghana?
Yes.
Okay. And so Dr. Dankwa sent
money
to Nkrumah.
To come to Ghana.
Good.
Gold Coast. You see? So when Nkrumah arrived at Sekondi, they took him to European town in Sekondi, where Pa Grant lives. Pa Grant is having a house in the Agizin as a merchant.
Yes.
And he had some too at Sekondi, European town. And he got another one at Anumabo, and Sopon as well. So they brought Nkrumah. When he arrived from the ship, they took him to Pa Grant at European town. And then Pa Grant also finds a car for Nkrumah to come to Accra. And when Nkrumah arrived in Accra, Dr. Dankwa brought him to Palladium to introduce him to the crowd that this is a new general secretary they have got.
Of the UGCC.
UGCC. And then one Odiche, Solomon, a Ghanaian man, offered him Nkrumah a residence. When you are going to Accra New Town, after Am's Hotel, been to Accra New Town, you see some stone house at your right side. That was the house Odiche Solomon is a Muslim. He gives to Nkrumah to live in it the rest of his life.
So this is at Accra New Town, present day, which we used to call Lagos Town.
Yes, old Lagos Town. But Nkrumah never write anything and mention even this man, Solomon. What he had done for him, Kwame Nkrumah. Some grateful person. Liberia son, Kofi Yuya.
Who's Liberia's son?
Nkrumah is a Liberian. Nkrumah is not a Ghanaian. Nkrumah's name is Yuya. Francis Yuya. That was Nkrumah's name.
No, hang on. Kwame Nkrumah, you say, is not Ghanaian.
It's not a Ghanaian. Francis Yuya. When he went to go and read, when he went to Liberia, the welcome address, top man said, "Welcome to your fatherland."
Okay, so the mother is Ghanaian, but the father is Liberian.
No one knows his mother.
Hey.
Read Nkrumah
so who's Nyaniba?
Nyaniba was a barren woman who has no child, and they used to carry some stick at the back. Have you read about Benny Bengoble booklet?
Who?
Benny Bengoble.
No.
Nkrumah Minister for Education. Deputy
not.
Minister for Education.
I have not.
You see, a lot of things you people don't read.
That's why we are here.
You see? I'm coming. More. Where Nkrumah own artificial curtains, like Obed Ando, and Ayakumi, and others. I'm coming to that point where you see a lot. So, when Akwaje introduced Nkrumah, and Dr. Dankwa brought him to Palladium and introduced him, Pastor Solomon gave him a place to sleep. Branson Lati House, which late Tagita you had the third father, is the place Nkrumah used to go and eat. And the first clothes Nkrumah put on the Ashanti Kente, was Dr. Branson Lati's clothes. Nkrumah came with a briefcase. He has no portmanteau, nothing.
Oh, in those days, he didn't have a portmanteau.
Oh, but portmanteau is a long-term portmanteaus.
He didn't have that one.
He don't have anything. I say he came with
a
briefcase. Nkrumah has nothing. Oh. He's one of the... Let's come on to this thing. Let people learn the truth.
Yes, that's why
what I'm saying, if it's wrong, someone can come out and say, what Attoh Quarshie said is wrong. Because Kufuor realized the way I stood firmly, fighting for the freedom of this country when Nkrumah came in power.
Okay, so hang on. So you've told us about Nkrumah's foray into this UGCC thing.
Yes.
And then when did he change it to when did he form his CPP?
So as time goes on, he deceived the people, Jengrejewu and others, and they formed CYO, Community Youth Organization, within the UGCC.
Okay.
And when the elderly people realize this, then they take their decision to sack Nkrumah from United Gold Coast Convention. So they held meeting at Sopron, either to reconcile with Nkrumah back after he was suspended. And Nkrumah, being communist, told the youth, Kofi Bakun and others, Jengrejewu, Nyamite was then General Secretary for Community Youth Organization. Nyankuma Tekole was the treasurer for
the CYO,
and turned into CPP at Sopom.
So at the convention,
Nkrumah told the people that, well, the elderly people want to reconcile with me, so I'll go. But after, I'll come back to you to tell you the outcome of the meeting. Then your reaction should be no, so that when I come out, we can separate ourselves.
Start our own thing.
Yes. So he went and met the people, the elderly people at the Sopon. And then when
who were some of these elderly people?
Oh, Pa Grant was there.
Okay.
And one Abebio was a chief. I think he was the chairman of that meeting, and a lot of people. So, Blay, Auna William,
R.S. Blay,
and Auna, Dr. J.B. Danko, Beche Belante, and others were all there. So, it happened that when Nkrumah said, okay, hypocrites, he said, I accept the unification, so I'm going to tell my youth what they will say, I'll come back. Then when he went out as planned, they say, hey, if you reconcile with the old people, we are going to kill you. They draw some cutlasses, axe, this and that, waving it in the air. Say, go back and resign and leave the people. That was the communist people. That is. So Nkrumah went back and told the people, my life is in danger. Now I resign from United Gold Coast Convention. Mm-hmm. And when he went out, then they carried him shoulder high to a place in the Sopon and turned the CYO
into CPP.
Thank
you very much.
Which Nyamite became General Secretary still.
Of the CPP.
And then Nkrumah Kole, another powerful speaker, became a treasurer, and so on.
And then, of course, Nkrumah became the leader.
Nkrumah became the leader.
Okay.
So he adopted his slogan, self-government now.
Mm-hmm.
And that
will energize the youth.
Yes. And the youth has no patience. He wants self-government today. Yeah. Plant today, grow today, harvest today, eat all today.
And go and sleep.
And even the air, they can swallow them.
You see, Mr. Attoh Quarshie, I think we'll bring this episode to a close now. And when I come back next time, we will be now going deeper into the proper Nkrumah era as head of government.
That is what I want to tell you.
Yes.
There the whole thing is.
Okay, so we've been talking to Mr. Attoh Quarshie, and I don't even know where to start from, because there are things that he's saying that I'm hearing for the first time ever in my life. And Nkrumah, he claims, is not even Ghanaian, that he's Francis Weir.
Yes.
Originally Francis Weir. Are there any documents to
I leave it for you to make a research. Not all things I can research for you.
No, I get you. But I'm just saying that
there are more documents.
Okay. Was there at any point that it was like valid?
He went to St. Augustine's school.
St. Augustine's?
Yes, I think so.
Where?
At Central Region.
In Ghana?
Yes.
Okay. And he went as far.
That's why I asked you whether you have read
No, I have not.
The pamphlet of Benny Bengobre.
No.
Benny Bengobre pamphlet. I don't have one here.
Okay, we'll look at all those things.
Yes, you will get it.
Well, so
and you get Nyaniba, and there you see that Nyaniba was not the mother of Nkrumah. And Nkrumah himself made the remarks when they introduced him to Nyaniba, when he arrived in the country. He said the mother can't recognize him because formerly he had a portraited teeth out like this. And so as the old lady knows him, but he's not the mother of him. When you read the Benny Bengobre one, it was the Romans, Catholic people who looked for Nyaniba to care for Kwame Nkrumah.
Okay. So you consider Nyaniba as a foster mother?
No. Not biological mother.
Not biological mother. No. Wow. Okay, so, well, there we go. Mr. Attoh Quarshie will be releasing more bombs in our next episode. But this is where we draw the curtains on our program today. This is Footprints, and we've been talking to Mr. Attoh Quarshie. He has seen everything that has to be said. The things we've read in our history books, those are just small patches, but he has the full story from beginning to end.